There we go. That's a little bit better. We'll do like this, I guess. Voiceover. Of all voiced dialogue, everything except narration, only voice introductions. No, we'll do full. Look, I want to spare some voice. I want to spare myself on some reading, okay? So, you know, we'll do full. Making reading easier for those with dyslexia. Well, I mean, anything that, I mean, it'll be said, so you don't have to read it, so I think that's fine. Tutorial agent gives the tutorial agent gives new players unsolicited advice. With game interactable objects and characters in the game are automatically highlighted. Is existentially difficult. Checks are harder, and healing items are more expensive. Choose your clothes and thoughts wisely. For your sweat and toil tasks, reward a small amount of extra XP. We'll have tutorial agent and detective mode on, and then we'll do we'll replace certain copyrighted pieces of music with alternate tracks for safer streaming. I mean, I'm sure as long as I credit the song, it should be fine. And if it's not, then I'll drown it out or I'll overwrite it with something. So I think that should be fine. Let's just get into it. Oh my god. Select your archetype. Extremely intelligent, very bad with people, knows interesting facts, comes up with original ideas. Very psychological and magnetic personality, but unstable. Might begin to lose his mind. Extremely physical, interacts with the world through his body, gets things done, but dumb as a rock. Let's create my own character? What the fuck is this? Genius, good, terrible? Oh, okay. So, my genius, my psyche, my intellect, my psyche, my physique, and my motorics. Okay, I'll try and have them reflect my... I'll try and see... Okay. What's the most I can have? 6 is the highest, and 1 is the worst. Okay. Okay, so you can only have, like, 1 be a max of 6. I'm gonna say... I'm gonna say, I'll have it reflect... I will have it reflect my own attributes a little bit. I'm not very strong, I won't lie. So I'll do like a 2. I'll have it be weak. But what I'll prefer is motorics. We'll put that at a 5. And then I'll have intellect be average. But I wanna okay, we'll dump physics. We'll dump physique. And we'll make it so that the psyche and the motorics are good. How about that? Seems fine to me. What the fuck? What is this? Logic, encyclopedia, rhetoric, drama, conceptualization, and visual calculus?
Volition, Inland Empire, Empathy, Authority, Espira Decor, Suggestion, Endurance, Pain Threshold, Physical Instrument, Electrochemistry, Shivers, Half-Lights, Hand-Eye Coordination, Perception, Reaction Speed, Savoir Faire, Interfacing, and Composure? What does this even mean?
It says it right here, I'm stupid. Wield raw intellectual power, deduce the world. Call upon all your knowledge to produce fascinating trivia. Practice the art of persuasion. Enjoy rigorous intellectual discourse. Play the actor. Lie and detect lies. Understand creativity. See art in the world. Reconstruct crime scenes. Make laws of physics work for the law. Hold yourself together. Keep your morale up. Hunches and gut feelings. Dreams and waking life. Understand others, work your mirror neurons. Intimidate the public, assert yourself. Connect to Station 51, Station 41, understand cop culture. Charm men and women, play the puppet master. Take the blows, don't let the world kill you. Shrug off the pain, they'll have to hurt you more. Flex powerful muscles, enjoy healthy organs. Go to party planet, love and be loved by drugs. Raise the hair on your neck, tune into the city. Let the body take control, threaten people. Ready, aim, fire, see, hear, and smell everything, let no detail go unnoticed. The quickest to react, an untouchable man. Sneak under their noses, stone with immense panache. Master machines, pick locks and pockets. Strength, straighten your back, keep your poker face. This is cool. This is cool. I really like this. As a signature? I can have a signature? What is a signature? A signature, I believe, just... Okay. I think I can only have... Oh, I can only just straight up have only one signature. Okay. What do I want empathy to be my signature. That's what I'll do. I want empathy as my signature. The Furies are at home in the mirror. It is their address. Even the clearest water, if deep enough, can drown.
There is nothing. Only warm primordial blackness. Your conscious ferments in it. No larger than a single grain of malt. You don't have to do anything anymore. Ever. Never, ever.
Never, ever, ever?
Never, ever, ever, baby.
Okay. Simply keep on non-existing.
An inordinate amount of time passes. It is utterly void of struggle. No ex-wives are contained within it.
Give me some more. What was that about the X something?
An awareness creeps up on you. A mass lies hidden in your dead angle, soaking in some lurid acidic sauce. It's bloated and shameful, a ball of meat surrounding you. This is a terrible line of questioning, and it will only lead to more awareness of the meat thing.
No, I wanted to know about the X something.
Ex-love. Ex-tenderness. It is foolish of you to resurface to the loss. Not after all the damage you've suffered to get here. Some of it irreversible. Stay. Sail with me through the abyss of pelagic zone.
No, I want to get off now. I like pain and burning light and wanting things from people who don't want to give them to me. Allons-y, never let me go.
Alright, nothing down to fuck all, Borough.
A return trip to the silence. Let's visit the ancient Zero home. Look, there's I am tired of being this type of animal, and who gives a shit. A return trip to the silence.
Do you
please.
want me to upgrade that to a one-way trip, sir?
Don't stop, keep singing. Sing me the song of death.
The song of death is sweet and endless. But what is this? Somewhere in the sore, bloated man meat around you. A sensation. Like a fly to the ointment, your conscience sticks to it. The limbed and headed machine of pain and undignified suffering is firing up again. It wants to walk the desert, hurting, longing, dancing to disco music.
That's half of the name of the game. Oh my god.
You're a champion.
What? Medium success? You can... What? Mother help me, there's a head attached to my neck and I'm in it. Stop, I don't want to hear anything more about the sensation. Take me back to the formless, disembodied nothing. No, I am not scared, I am a
The
champion.
stench of liquor rises from your mouth, and with it, an godly headache.
Okay, I'm a bit scared now. Let's go back to
A
the dark.
fiery streak penetrates your skull, trying to force your eyes open. It's a sound, a clarion call from hell.
I believe that. It's fucking loud. Oh, am I naked? No, I've got tidy whities on. Is this my house? What the fuck? Okay. Okay. What is... Oh, this magnum-sized bottle of Commodore Red is empty. Looks like someone tore out the tape while the song was playing. This reel-to-reel tape player is still on, rolling empty. Words fail to describe how rank it smells in here. They should have sent a poet. You see bottles in the bathtub, wine, beer, and sweet liqueur. Z. Can I get dressed?
This fan has two chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny fan, the other in a light bulb. A truly horrific necktie has somehow attached itself to one of the blades. Or has it been consigned there as punishment? You feel as though this creature is your friend and wants to reattach itself to your neck so that you may continue your adventures together in this strange world.
Okay.
You swoop up and catch the tie. Snap.
Oh.
It's released from the blade. Warning, warning, the necktie is no longer contained.
Okay, so that's the...
What you have in your hand is a fantastically colorful tie with 4 or 5 different patterns. The knot reminds you of a noose.
Oh, no, lovely. Of course it does. Is that a broken window?
The window stands broken in its frame. Cold wind blows in. The morning light hurts your eyes. It's hazy, but you see the ocean and some war-torn buildings.
Visual calculus, go.
What do you mean? Assess the damage. How would you do that? What are you even trying to do?
Okay, sorry. My bad, visual calculus. I'm sorry. Pants! Everyone needs pants. Do I have an inventory? Like a... Oh, there's my shirt.
You hear a jingle. Keys are clinking in the pocket of your flare-cut pants.
Oh, cool. Thank you, Perception.
It says, whirling in rags, on the aluminium key ring. There is a single key on the ring. The number 1 is etched on it. It should open the door.
Okay. Disco ass blazer. Okay, but I don't have a shirt under... Oh, there it is. I think that's it? Is that a shirt? Empty cassette case. Green shoe for the left foot. Now I need the other shoe, and I need a shirt. Oh! Is that the shirt? +1 conceptualization and -1 suggestion. Oh, is it the mirror?
A mirror hangs above a bent and broken sink. In a fierce discharge of masculine energy, someone has ripped half the faucet off. Hot water sprays from the base, and steam covers the mirror. You cannot see yourself, just the outline of a man. Suddenly, you realize you have no memory of the face that awaits you there, underneath the soft vapor. As you slowly reach your hand towards the surface of the mirror. Abort. You clearly have not thought this through. You won't like what you see there, and you will never unbecome it.
I don't care.
Behold.
I look like? I can look a lot uglier. Look at the chops I got. What? I wish I could grow facial hair like that. I can only grow the fucking... If y'all ever seen like what a helmet strap looks like, yeah, that's the best I can. That's the best I got.
You have no idea who this thing is, do you?
Of course I do. It's is it some kind of superstar? I think I'm a superstar. This is the face of a late stage alcoholic.
Too late. You clearly have rigor mortis on your face. Or wait, is that an expression? Are you trying to make an expression with that face? Why?
I have no idea why it's there. It just
Please
is.
stop. It's horrible. You're scaring yourself.
Okay, try to stop.
Oh my god. You can't stop. It's like it's not even voluntary anymore. You have worn that grin into your face and now it won't come off. What does it even mean? What is the emotion you're trying to convey?
I think it's supposed to look suggestive. I'm afraid it's meant for the ladies. Superstardom. I'm insinuating that I'm vaguely sympathetic. I think I'm sort of pulling it off too in like a sad has-beens kind of way. There's some sort of charm to it. It's an expression of pain.
You are correct.
Oh, thanks, Mirror. Thank you. Oh wow, I have a very low chance with electrochemistry to... This is a white check, you may retry it.
It's too late. Like an image on film.
You
The
lied.
expression belongs to your primary motor cortex. It would take a minor neurological miracle for you to cease producing it.
Dig deep into your mind to locate the source of the expression.
Like the rest of you, it comes from a bad place somewhere in the past. That's all you know for now.
Okay, so my fit gives me bonuses. So I have +1 Esprit de Corps, I have +1 Conceptualization, but -1 Suggestion. I have -1 Savoir-faire, but +1 Electrochemistry. And then with the neck, I have +1 Inland Empire. Oh, do I have to grab the key? Key to room number 1. Is it in like my... Or do I have to... Or do I have to go here? Oh. Vasa, 12 degrees centigrade hall. The calendar says it's March. The year is 51.
Hello, officer.
Hello. Can I speak to you?
The young woman raises a cigarette to her lips.
What's your name? Klasja? Miss Orange Disco Dancer. The young woman raises... Yeah.
Her eyes are brown and her face is speckled with birthmarks. She can't be more than 28.
Okay, perception. Very judgmental of you. Officer, am I military personnel?
No.
She seems perplexed by your question.
There's only one solution to this. You're a businessman.
Then why'd you call me an officer?
Because you're a police officer, sir.
Are you sure?
I am, yes. Unless you've been feeding us a set of very well-rehearsed lies all this time.
She takes another drag. All this time?
You've been here for 3 days. On official police business, no less.
And what business is that?
Couldn't say. In truth, so far, mostly drinking.
Why don't I remember being a cop or anything else? Who in their right mind would let me be an officer of the law? Suggestion, challenging 12, try the expression on her, let her know you want her physically. Why don't I remember being a cop or anything else?
Could it be because of the drinking?
She raises an eyebrow, the cigarette sizzles.
She hasn't had time to put her makeup on. This is her morning cigarette. She looks tired, her beauty waning faster than it ought to at her age.
Who in their right mind would let me be an officer of the law anyway?
Don't be so harsh on yourself. They let almost anyone be a police officer.
Oh, thanks.
A glib remark. Don't let it stand. Assert yourself.
Actually, I can see why they wouldn't trust me with the law. I have the right
A
character.
fondness for contradictory statements.
This is your morning cigarette. I deduced this from your lack of makeup. Also, you party a lot.
Not as much as you.
She pulls on her...
Sorry, sir. I didn't mean to be glib. I'm sure you're very good at your job.
I should get going now.
Of course. Be careful, officer. They don't like the police around here.
Something stirs in you as she's about to go. Call it an instinct, a need. The need to ask questions. It's like you've said the words a million times before. She looks back at you, a light glinting off her eyes.
Before you go, I have some questions for you.
Yes.
What is it that they have against the police here? Where exactly is here? Tell me, is it 51 now? Your room is almost next to mine. Did you hear anything last night? I hope I can ask all of them. What exactly do they have against the police here?
The dock workers are pretty cocky. They think they're police enough. At least here on the coast. I can't say about the rest of the city.
Where exactly is here? Where am I?
You're in a hostel, sir.
No, where are we? Like, where in the world?
We are in Revachol.
Revachol is the disgraced former capital of the world, divided into zones of control under foreign occupation. Half a century after a failed world revolution, she is central to our moment in time.
Should that mean something to me?
You sure look like you're from Revachol. Revachol parties.
Tell me, is it 51 now?
It's 51.
What century?
The current century?
And what's that? Like, what number?
Centuries don't have numbers. They have names. And this is the current one.
How many centuries have there been then?
Civilization has existed for 8,000 years, sir.
She grins. What's so funny?
You're right. There is nothing funny about civilization.
Your room is almost next to mine. Did you hear anything last night?
There was the usual ruckus. Loud disco music.
Did I have any visitors?
I couldn't say. It's impossible to hear people speaking from over here.
Loud disco music?
Oh, yes. Various artists. Ostentatious orchestration prime among them.
She raises an eyebrow, waiting for the name to connect with you.
Oh, were huge where I come from. I was very young then, of course. Like 7. Life gets hard, but we go on.
Yeah, we go on already.
I don't know about that. At around 2 o'clock, the disco stopped, and there was a change of pace.
What
A
happened?
slow, sad song started playing, like organ music on repeat. That went on for quite a while. Some of the time, you were yelling along to it.
Was I singing this?
Yes, there was a church in there, a really small church, like the smallest, saddest church in the whole world. It was about that. And also,
What else?
that it doesn't matter anymore and that we're alone now. It was difficult to tell. The song itself was very quiet and soft, but you sounded like a winded boar, sir. It was hard to understand what you were singing on top of it.
I'm sorry.
Don't be. I was going out later anyway. It didn't bother me.
Then what happened?
Then you started screaming and trashed the place.
Are you sure I wasn't being assaulted?
No, it didn't sound like there was a fight. It sounded like someone was trashing their room. A window was smashed. The tape player, probably. The song stopped. And furniture, too. A real destructathon. There was screaming. Then I think you passed out.
Was there anything else?
There was. I think you screamed that you didn't want to be this type of animal anymore. I may have misheard, but it was sort of memorable. I went out afterwards. Everything was quiet by then, around 4 or 5. And that was it.
Okay, you can go.
Glad to have been of assistance.
Listen, she left a nice long stub in the ashtray. It's still smoking. Okay. This is the weekend edition of the satirical newspaper Trump Le Monde. Can I knock on her door already? Can I bother her? Can I be a nuisance?
The door is closed.
Knock?
There is no answer. You hear the shower being turned on. Somewhere inside. A tremendous loneliness comes over you. Everybody in the world is doing something without you.
Why are you doing this? Don't do this to me.
The door is mute and indifferent. Your despair is a joke to it. Still no answer. Still nothing. Still nothing.
Okay, that shower must be very loud.
This door can only be opened with a key or from the inside.
Gotcha. I will leave the woman alone. And not be an absolute mongrel of a nuisance. What is this? This is where the lyrics would be a big old karaoke mic just waiting for someone to sing to it. The speaker is connected to the radio. The music is
You should
seasoned with
totally sing
static.
karaoke here. The first chance you get. Your emotions need to be expressed. People need to know your vast, oceanic soul.
My soul's cubic content is obscured by the hangover.
Of course, at this point, precise measurements of your soul can only be performed from the outside. It needs to be heard through a PA system by other people.
What should I sing when it comes to
You
it?
should sing the sad small church song from that tape you found. Thought it was obvious.
I was thinking maybe I could sing something happy, like from those ostentatious orchestrations, folks.
No, don't sing the happy song. It's stupid. Sing the sad song. It's profound. You would need another copy of the tape first, though. The one upstairs is destroyed.
Is that really a thing? Get a hold of a sad song tape so I can sing karaoke. Hello, sir. Or ma'am.
A man in his late
Okay,
20s
sir.
stands behind the counter, inspecting a stuffed seabird. As you approach, he gives you a sideways glance, then looks down again. That was disdain in his eyes. Even now he's purposely ignoring you.
Something tells me you don't like me.
Oh no, you're a hero. A real hero cop.
Could the massive property damage upstairs have anything to do with this?
You're being sarcastic.
Am I? Or did you ride in, take the body down, solve the murder, and not trash my hostel room?
Oh my god, I did all those things?
No, you see, actually, you didn't. You haven't done anything even remotely useful since you got here.
What have I been doing then? Have you seen me
No,
around?
I haven't seen you around. I'm not always here.
Look at this stuffed bird.
A competent work of taxidermy. The white and brown seabird lies among piles of coasters and drying mugs. One of its wings broken. The man is trying to mend it. Looks like the bird was ripped off the shield that was used to mount it, most likely on a wall. A small engraved steel tag says, "The Great Skua, Ste Koari's Skua."
Okay.
Something about it makes you feel bitter.
What happened to the bird?
Look, your buddy is over there.
He looks at the doors where a man in a bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor.
Why don't you go and talk to him, okay?
What do you mean, my buddy?
He pretends not to hear you, concentrating on the bird instead.
Are you the bartender?
No, I'm not the bartender. I'm the cafeteria manager.
He's very animated all of a sudden. This seems like a touchy subject.
What's the difference?
I have 3 cafeterias to manage. 3. Sylvie tends the bar here, not me. I'm only standing in.
Where did the Sylvie go?
She just, you know.
There's something there, and it's not good. That's all you know for now.
Okay. I trust your empathy. The menu has been wiped clean, only the word Monday is written on it. There's a water cooler, a large bubble is rising to the surface. Oh! A soft purr of an electric juicer comes from the kitchen, someone is working. Doors bolted, a sign reads, kitchen reserved for personnel until 1 p.m. Inside you catch a glimpse of union paraphernalia, a strike poster, some red pendants. A sign reads, mess hall reserved for union members, doors open at 4 p.m. This royal pinball machine is unplugged. Hello, ma'am.
Hello, sweetie.
Lena, the cryptozoologist's wife.
You shouldn't keep your colleague waiting.
She nods towards the man in the orange bomber jacket. This guy? He looks like Vector.
Oh, yeah!
A bespectacled man in an orange bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor. Looks like he's waiting for someone. You.
Kim Kitsuragi.
As you approach, he narrows his eyes and extends his hand in greeting. If an assault were launched on this building right now, if the windows came crashing down and the whole world descended upon you, this man would hurl himself in death's way to save you. You are sure of this. But why?
You tell me, Aspira Decor. I don't fucking know.
On the sleeve of his bomber jacket, as well as on its back, are the same enigmatic white rectangles as on your blazer.
Oh. So it would seem. Hold on, who is he to me?
He is your half-brother.
Oh, well, shaking his hand then. Thank you, Aspira Decor. I'm gonna shake his hand.
Hello. I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant, Precinct 57. You must be from the 41st.
You realize he's waiting for your name. This is your chance to come up with a really good name for yourself. Get creative. Conceptualize.
Sure, this is a red check. It cannot be retried.
Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau.
Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau. What the fuck? It's so cool. It's very cool, but won't I come off like a douche if I call myself that? It's very, very cool, but maybe just a bit too ostentatious.
You instinctively run your hand over the multi-patterned silk of your tie. Its slickness gives you comfort and reassurance.
Don't worry! Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau is one classy name for one classy cop.
Thank you, Necktie. My name is Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau.
Yes, well.
He doesn't even process what you just said. He moves on.
It looks like we had a little scheduling error on Sunday. Saturday too, actually. Have you had time to talk to the manager here?
You mean him? Not toward the cafeteria manager. Yeah, I just talked to him.
If you don't mind, we should talk to him again. Ask him for a rundown of the area. Now that I'm here as well. I understand the scene is out back, right? It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial interviews?
What interviews?
At the 57th, we like to prepare an initial list of persons of interest, and then just skim the surface. Prepare the field, get to know the players. You don't do that? Maybe it's not an inter-district practice.
I haven't.
Okay, we'll have time for that after we take a look at the coroner's case. Have you removed the dead body from the tree?
No.
So, the body is still in the tree.
This is the first time you detect a weariness in the lieutenant's voice. It is obvious he would have preferred for the body to no longer be in the tree.
Well, I'm sorry, Empathy. I was a bit shit-faced last night, okay?
Where it has been hanging for 7 days straight. We should go there as soon as we are done talking to the owner.
How could you be so sure I'm from the police?
I was sent here to meet a detective from Precinct 41. You have the insignia of the Citizens Militia on your sleeve and on your back.
Huh.
I suppose you could be impersonating him. You could have gotten the insignia from the black market or forged it. But for now, I'm going to set those possibilities aside. I'm not from the Inspectorate General.
Inspectorate General?
Internal Affairs. And I'm not them. I'm from Criminal Investigation.
You said insignia. These white rectangles, you mean? Point to your sleeve.
Yes.
But they're just white
They're
rectangles.
not just white rectangles. They bear a halogen watermark with the letters RCM and a pattern resembling the street grid of Revachol West. I would ask you to step into the headlights of my motor carriage, but again, it's none of my concern. I just need you to do your job.
But shouldn't I have a badge or something?
You mean you don't have a badge?
It was not on me when I woke up.
Losing your identification card is a serious matter. My vehicle has a shortwave. You can use it to report your badge missing. I would advise you to locate it as quickly as possible. But getting the body down should still take precedence.
What if I told you I'm not really a police officer?
We all feel that way sometimes. There is no such thing as a police officer, I'm afraid. What remains is that there is a dead body in the tree. Someone has to figure out who put it there. If we don't, no one else will. But first, we have to take it down.
But I can't remember anything.
I can see you drank last night and the night before, and that you are still drunk now. But I have seen officers go through worse. Much worse. If you need something for your headache, there is a general store nearby. But as I said, the dead body should be our #1 concern.
What were we supposed to do again?
Talk to the manager. Then we go out back and take the body down.
Let's go.
After you, officer.
Oh, he's in my party.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi is now in your party. You can talk to him whenever by interacting with him.
Thank you, tutorial agent.
Yes?
I want to talk about you.
Me?
Yeah, you.
I don't see how my life is pertinent to the investigation.
We'll work better together if we have more rapport.
That's a fair point. All right, for the good of the investigation, what do you want to know?
Do you ever talk with yourself?
What do you mean?
You know, when you're like thinking, do you ever have conversations with like your brain?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
The lieutenant's conceptualization skills must be rather rudimentary.
Okay. You seem like the jealous type conceptualization, I'm just saying.
The lieutenant is a police officer of the old school. His concerns are material and extrinsic.
Okay, spirit of core. Don't shoot down my boy conceptualization like that.
But this isn't an old school case.
I get it, you're one of those old school detectives.
So what? That makes you the new school? God spare us. For real detective work, nothing beats a good notebook by your side.
The lieutenant produces his small blue notebook and idly thumbs through a few pages. That's where his conversations with himself take place. We all have our different mediums. His is written.
Whereas mine is in my head like a fucking lunatic. Sorry, didn't mean to insult you guys. I'm sure you guys are great. Tell me a secret about yourself.
No.
What? Ask again.
Your brain sends the signal to your lips, but they refuse the order. Something is paralyzing them. You're pretty sure it has something to do with the lieutenant's eyebrow. The eyebrow is exercising psionic control over you. It's like you're locked down.
What's happening to
Something
me?
the matter?
This guy's got authority off the charts. With just the flick of his eyebrow, he's able to make you his thrall.
So what can I do about
Nothing.
it?
You better hope he doesn't abuse his authority. There's a lot of it.
Silently scream for help.
If the lieutenant were an evil man, who knows what sort of havoc he could wreak. Fortunately, he is a committed officer of the RCM. He'll only use his powers for the good of the investigation. The lieutenant relaxes his eyebrow, and you seem to regain control of yourself.
You're wearing glasses.
That's correct.
You feel a slight urge to put the lieutenant down for this, but you can't quite muster enough testosterone.
Glasses are cool, I guess.
Are they? They're mostly just cumbersome.
You don't look like other people around here.
That's because I'm half Seolite, or quarter. My father's father was from Seoul. So was my grandmother, but from my mother's side. It's not an interesting topic.
What is Seoul?
It's a part of the world, officer. A geopolitical entity and a geographic division. I told you it wouldn't be interesting.
You're only making it sound uninteresting. I still want to know more about Seoul.
You're barking up the wrong tree. I don't speak a word of Seolite. I've never met either one of my grandparents, and I've never been to Seoul. I'm a regular Revacholière.
He's glad to have shut down your question.
That's all for now.
Good. Let's change the subject.
I think you shouldn't. You seem to be following me.
Excuse me?
Nothing, just an observation.
You have a distinctive way of walking. If I were to walk in front of you, we would surely collide.
What do you mean distinctive?
I hope you don't take this the wrong way. It's just a collegial observation. In the 57th, we call it the Jamrock Shuffle. Officers from Jamrock's 41st Precinct tend to move a bit erratically.
How's that?
They say it's a scene-clearing technique developed by one of your lieutenants for gathering evidence. It's erratic, yet thorough. Prioritizes containers.
Yes, but containers contain things. Shiny things. They're interesting.
What? Why containers?
I don't know. Containers contain, I guess. I'm making assumptions. We should move on.
Passing along frivolous interdepartmental stereotypes is not usually his oeuvre. He regrets bringing it up.
I think you should know that I can't remember anything.
No response. He just arches his brow.
I feel like I must repeat this. I don't remember anything. There was heavy drinking involved.
Have you tried concentrating on something other than your personal affairs?
There is a sudden, harsh edge to his voice, like he's tired of hearing about your personal affairs.
What's wrong with personal affairs?
Not a fan. It's just the nature of lieutenancy.
The RCM deploys a self-styled structure called the Decomptage as its chain of command. Every lieutenant is responsible for 2 sergeants and 8 officers. That means the average lieutenant has to deal with quite a few personal affairs. Even you know this.
But I'm lacking in basic information about even this organization we're in. Can you help me?
Fine. We should get through this day first. Off hours begin at 9 p.m. If you're still having trouble then, I can give you an orientation.
So what should I concentrate on?
Try work. The case at hand. It can work miracles.
I'm afraid this is a medical situation.
Really? You look fine to me.
I'm talking serious, unbelievable damage here. I saw myself in the mirror and had no idea who I was.
This psychodrama is unbecoming of an officer.
It's not psychological. Some sort of major brain damage has occurred on an unprecedented scale.
Then you should consider seeking medical attention. You can use the radio in my kinema to call your station's Lazareth. Was there anything else you wanted?
Tell me about the case.
What do you want to know?
Literally anything about it. I can't remember a single thing.
Maybe you can tell me what you do know to help me narrow it down a bit.
I know literally nothing about it, only what you told me before.
Do you want me to brief you?
Yes, that sounds good.
3 days ago, the RCM Emergencies Desk received a report about a security guard who was found hanged in Martinez.
Okay.
An anonymous caller said there was a dead body behind the Whirling in Rags hostel cafeteria.
Okay.
The cadaver had been there for 4 days. No one had come to investigate.
Okay.
During that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. The caller did not identify him, but used the word lynching. There is an ongoing labor dispute between the local dock workers and the logistics company Wild Pines. I was told we should approach the death as part of this dispute.
Who was the caller?
To find him or her is one of our tasks here. For now, all we know is that the tone was muffled, using a device of some sort. The desk could identify neither the caller's age nor sex.
Why hide themselves?
There's a strong prejudice against involving the RCM in what's seen as union matters. The dock workers' union is the de facto police in Martinez. Now it appears they've started executing too. We cannot allow that.
And the RCM is...
That's us, the Revachol Citizens Militia. We're the police in this city.
Of course, yes, I understand everything now.
Just to be clear, we are police officers. It's our job to find the killer. That's the case. Uncover and arrest the killer.
Would you say this is a mysterious case?
No, it's not a particularly mysterious case.
Why not?
The deceased is a security guard for a corporation involved in a labor dispute. It doesn't take a DeLorean polymath to put the pieces together. I just don't see the case getting more mysterious than that.
White male in his 40s, what more do you
I
need?
believe that you agree.
He is glad and surprised to see an officer who can appreciate the less than spectacular.
Is there anything else? You look like you were about to say
Do you
something.
know the feeling when you've begun filling in a crossword, but some of your answers don't quite seem to fit? That's the feeling I have right now.
I know exactly what you mean.
It will turn into quite the puzzle yet, I'm afraid.
If we're from different precincts, then why are we on the same case?
I'm afraid you and I are pawns in a pissing competition.
His disdain is clear. This man would not use such an expression otherwise.
What do you mean?
You don't know? I assumed you were in on it.
You know what I'm in on, retrograde amnesia.
Better still than an imbecilic cop-off.
Tell me about it.
It's just stupidity. We shouldn't waste any more time on it. If you want my take, ask me after we've inspected the victim.
Okay.
Was there anything else you wanted to know about the case?
Actually, I have all the info I need for now.
Good.
Okay. Then let us talk to the guy again.
The man with the unimpressive beard notices you approaching. He drops the ledger he was holding and turns to the lieutenant.
Mr. Gart, right? You run this place.
The lieutenant glances into his little notebook.
Yes.
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district investigation, so joining me from Precinct 41.
He looks to you, realizing he still doesn't know your name. As I said, Detective Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau.
Right. Now, I know it took us a while to arrive at the scene. It also took you a while to call us and report the dead body. It was you who placed the call, yes?
No, I only just got here. It was probably Sylvie who called you. She usually works the bar here. I'm only temporarily taking over her duties.
Do you have her number?
As a matter of fact, I do.
Goes behind a pile of coasters, finds a slip of paper, and hands to the lieutenant.
This sounds like something you can use to call this Sylvie later.
You said you just got here. From where? Are you a local?
What, of Martinez? No, I live in Jamrock. I only sometimes come here to keep an eye on the place. This is just one of the many cafeterias I manage.
But you still know your way around, yes? In case we need directions.
Yes, I know where some things are, but as I said, I don't live here. I just used to work here. And I'm not going to start working here again, if that's what you think.
I didn't imply that. Detective.
Yes?
I have everything. You?
Oh, you mean, do I have questions?
Yes. He means, do you have questions for me, like a police officer would?
Where exactly is the body?
Behind this building, there's a courtyard. They hoisted him up on a tree there.
And how did we get there, then?
That's easy. See that door there? First you exit through that. Then, to your right, you should see a big hole in the fence. A really big one. You can get to the courtyard through there. No need for the keys. The hole is big enough for the Franco-Nigerian cavalry to fit through.
Does he want you to feel guilty of making that hole? It's implied in his voice.
Why did Sylvie go away?
She went away because none of your business.
This is the second time you've avoided the subject.
Oh my God, what is your obsession with this Sylvie person? Get over it.
Maybe it's he who's obsessed with this Sylvie person. Certainly sounds like it.
Who killed him?
I don't know who killed him. I'm not the police. That's your job.
He doesn't know. He just said they hoisted him up on a tree. Who is this they?
Before you said they hoisted him up on a tree, who did you mean by they?
Oh, people are saying it was the union dock workers, that it was a lynching.
Who exactly is saying that?
The locals, the customers, the people who eat here. A lot of dock workers eat here.
Did the debarders themselves tell her this, or is it a rumor?
I don't really know. You'll have to ask her.
Why would the dock workers lynch this man?
I would suppose it's because they have nothing better to do.
You mean the strike?
Yes, the strike. The man they hanged was a security guard for the harbour company, I hear. A mercenary. The unionistas probably thought they'd send a message.
Now we gotta ask him, obviously, the most important question. Did you kill him?
What are you, crazy? Of course I didn't kill him.
The lieutenant turns the page in the little notebook he's been scribbling in.
That's all.
Let's go.
Not so fast. You owe me 130 real.
No one is saying the multi-pattern necktie you found tied to the ceiling fan can talk. No one. It must be merely imagination. But...
Let's bail! Time to push the eject button! Sounds like a responsibility! You don't like those!
I have an even. Slip away unnoticed.
As you blow this joint, behind you, a whiny voice shouts.
Real mature, man. Real mature.
Brilliant.
Yes?
Oh, okay. You didn't have anything to comment about that. Okay. I have a lot of stuff. Close to ask whether she made the call. Okay. What is this? Oh, sure. No Safad. Alright, time to blow this joint, I guess.